Alright, we're ready. Give this a pause. But the first thing I see is the description is short and sweet, which is nice. But you fail to really define what your game is in your README. Your README is pretty much just what your short description is here. So if you could expand this, tell us more about it, that's what I would like to see. Alright, settings. These are fine. With your wardrobe. This is the clothes it was talking about. The free refresh. For each run with plus 50 quartz. Quartz is going to play a factor. Also add mirror to all default types. Add a mirror. Make all dice bleed. Make all dice composure. What is composure? Make all dice poison. And there's quartz again. Alright, so I guess the first thing I would notice is this isn't really descriptive. So I'd like to know what this does. Granted, it might be explained later, but if it's in the shop, you want to add a detail on what it does. Codex. Good amount of dice. What we got? 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 36 dice. And that's 17 modifiers. Alright. Let's go back into settings. Down the sound effect volume. That's about okay. Alright, let's get into this. Damn witch, it's time to roll. Here we go again. Session 0. What's 100? So obviously you would have to use these two buttons, but what do they do? Go with green. A D6 and D20. Red do. Alright. Green. Guess I can place these. 1, 4, 1. 8. So what are these dice? so the face values is the attack damage. What is the difference? This is a 5 and this is a 3. Why are these numbers different? These ones are both 3s. This is a 1. That's on a D12, but this is a D4. Oh, so right-clicking does something. Oh, I can put them here. That would have been good to know. What's this placement mean? Ew. Do I press red now? If I click, and it just gives me. What is the difference? Oh, I see it now. So she's dealing damage to me, then I have to place down here. So in that case, you shouldn't be able to end the turn if I haven't placed like I did on those first rounds. So if I go off of how dice roll mechanics usually go, I want to beat the number that's in that row and column. Three, 2, 1, 2, 2, 5. I want to beat the number ideally. I don't want to tie. What happens if I'm mad? I wonder if matching does something. Three. So I didn't take damage there. I gotta beat the dice. I do anything with these besides just plays? 4 turned into a 12. Alright. It's a 3 on a d4. I don't want to do that. 7 and 6 are good. These are decently high. Alright, so which was beat? How long it took, how much damage I dealt, how much that I took. What is the quartz earned? Amethyst earned. Dice rolled, rounds passed, highest single slot damage. Modifiers triggered. Look at the wardrobe. 7 shot. Alright, so now we're getting into the bit of nitty gritty. Spend quartz in the shop and buy dice or modifiers. Purchase dice and modifiers are added to your inventory. Modifiers are one-time use items attached to slots. If the required is met, they activate and are consumed. You can move modifier by clicking it and selecting another slot. You can sell unwanted dice in the shop if you have at least 6 dice in your inventory. Each roll, randomly select 1 die from your inventory. You can see your composure here. You can spend quartz to heal. The composure is your health point. That would have been good to know to start. Alright. A game of whack-a-mole. Does the upside down heart mean composure? Session. Value. What does obsession do? If a memento dies locked here at 40%. Alright. What's this? Blood. This is the bleed effect. The blue heart is composure. So this is bleed dice. Purple die. Protection against bleed. Alright, so this is a D12. The value of the dice is equal to your obsession. How did we... The other one, where is it? This one? So this tells us how we get obsession. This one doesn't. Unless it just means the value is your obsession. We'll buy this one. We'll sell the D4. Heartbeat. These are just regular. Yes. I don't have bleed. I don't have memento. Is this a poison? No, this is a herbal. Let's buy the D10. Reroll. In quartz. Which this is quartz. I'm gonna sell the D6. We got 1, 2, 3 D10s, 2 D12s, a D8, and a D20. Does rerolling cost quartz? No, I can only reroll once for shot phase. This is double-sided. I increase my die around it, but decrease my column value. Alright, let's fight. Oh, so this was a mistake. Where would it say my obsession over my name? I did it again. That needs to be changed. Reroll. Yep, right click to reroll. Another thing that would be nice if you could just drag and drop. So this probably represents courts. Oh, there's 10, but it says 18. So I can do one reroll. 3. Let's try rerolling this. So one reroll per round. I rolled low. Seven, 6, 8. Reroll you. Hope we get a better. Nope. Alright, so I want the middle. Well, unless there's some mechanic later on that has to do with individually rolling as you go, I'd like to see this button just roll every single dice, since we can pick which goes where. Seven, 3, and 8. Match the 3. And I can get 7 and 8, so I want to match or do greater. I'd rather take 7 than 8 damage. So we both to damage each other since we tied? How do these dice work in? So how this reads, it should roll and give me a number. It's just a cause and effect. This should be good to buy. We'll get that fish. One fish for the kitty. Can't do nothing. Go here. 9 and 8. Match the 9. So I need to do better than 11. You're good. 14. $14, 11, 11. So 28, 5. Nope. This is 20, and this is 9. So does this subtract the damage, or does this just show if we beat it, this is how much damage is dealt or received? Let's see if I take 11 first. No. Oh, I didn't look to see if I healed. Add D3 to all other dice for each lose column during combat. Adds D3 to all other dice for each lose column during combat. So 17, 4. No matter what, I'm losing this column. The other thing here is dice placement doesn't really matter unless you're just doing it to who does damage and who doesn't. I didn't heal there. Isn't that dice supposed to heal me? Yeah. Obsession. Obsession. So I have a 0 obsession right now, so it should heal me for the dice value of 9. I'm at 33. So this is the vow die. So 15, 14, 9. 15, 14. No, I want you here. Means you equal. Both these now exceed. Alright, so 9's my value, 33's my health. Oh yeah, it healed me. Wait, oh, I read that dice wrong. But the other thing is, why do I have 3 of these? I only bought 1. Nine, 18, 9. No matter what, I'm dead here. Let's go to the main menu. Go into Codex. Back at the beginning. Numbers are a bit hard to see. Like, if I didn't have a 3 here and a 5 there, I'd be wondering which is which. Same thing on here. That's a 3. So maybe if you hover these, add in the face value somewhere. Two, 4, 9. Thirteen, 9, 13. I'm gonna lose 1. Oh, I should have did that the opposite order. That's decent. This would have to make you remember what the last turn slot was. Because currently there's nothing like displayed for slot value. Dagger down. Extra D10 question mark. These are quartz die, right? Not sure. That doesn't help me. High risk is high reward. But this isn't hovering. What is this symbol? Can I click off and back on? No. Roll 2+, play the shell game. Correct shells, value times 6. Wrong shells, value becomes 0. I said modifiers were one use, then they get rid of them. We're selling the D4. Go. Maybe? Yeah, let's get this. Then go. Did I pick up 2 dagger die? I thought I only bought 1. Why are 2 showing up? We play off of this one. 13, 15, and 12. What does adjacency mean? It's just left and right? Or does diagonal go to? It's an 11. Let's go with this for now. Wait, why didn't that? So it showed that it multiplied it, then after this column went, it got rid of it. Is that supposed to happen? Does go off with dice as well. Six, 8, and 9. 11 ones there. The other thing, it's being highlighted, and I can't see the number now. That I'd like to see that changed. So how'd that happen? I need to do 41 damage. Right, that helped. This is a tie, so we should both do damage. Canceled each other out. What is this number? Alright, so perfect. So it says that it deals damage because of the slot that was used last turn. So in which case, I would like to see numbers added here, saying what was placed here for the value. And I guess an extra effect would be labeling what triggers happened, if it's either inside this box or somehow under or around. Two. Definitely want that one there. That was my highest die. I need to do 22 damage. Yeah, so I only have one six-sided die, so how did it give me two of them? With composure. Hopefully this just being here makes it active. get no composure die. What we got? Better die. A D12 and it wants a 10. That's poison. Every time the die is rolled, gain 1 reroll. It also deals poison damage equal to the roll. Someone spelled it wrong. It sucks. Does that mean I can infinitely reroll this? Because you get 1 reroll per hand. And this says you gain 1 reroll every time the die is rolled. Is this an infinite mechanic? Try out this guy. I'm gonna sell you. So I've bought 6 die. Get rid of the 8. So I have that item that make all dice composure die. So does that mean that it changed this dagger die into a composure? This just says gain quartz equal to damage dealt. Does that mean just the damage this die deals? The damage of the slot? Or the damage of the entire board? We'll play with it and find out. Another nice thing, when you reroll, keep the previous page. So you can go back and forth, but make the reroll cost. Can't do nothing there. Not what I wanted. 10, 7, 11. Need this to equal at least 9. So 182 and 76. Six, nine. No, I don't want to do that. Match the two. Give me a 4. How does it choose what dice it gives you? Right now, I should have the 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and a d20 for the 6 starter dice. So shouldn't this be one of each? How is it choosing this? Is this a bug or is it a hidden mechanic? Hey, perfect clear. All right. Not that Val dice wasn't, but it was doing something odd. The Val die. Is it healing for value? So, how does it choose what dice you get? You start off with 1 d4 through 20. I would expect only get those dice. I will risk getting half these. Copies of same dice multiple times. Alright, shot. I like this dice. Good last time. Immediately want to get rid of the D4. This is a 12. Take you. Soup die. On roll, gain shield. Protection against poison until game end. This has to be situational. The enemy dice do stuff. Speaking, let's go to wardrobe. Let's just make all the default dice composure. It's still active, so it's persistent. If a composure dice is locked here and your composure is above 80, duel effects also add this column's value to all columns. Let's pick you up. Yeah, let's go with you. Right. Spell the D6. Bite. Alright, so the shatter die. That doesn't do nothing. Reroll for my dagger die. At least better. I need this to at least equal 13. Six and 6. Again, these are a bit hard to read. Do any die activate? No. No. Wait, what happened there? I tied and I thought that last column I would have beat on. Yeah. So I only have one shatter die, but it's giving me 2. There has to be some hidden mechanic. No way this is a bug. Can I beat a 20? I can. Alright, what was this? Alright, so perfect. So you got your mini game up, but I forget what it is. So if I would be able to hover this dice to look at the description to figure that out, that'd be great. Road higher 10, a mashing mini game triggers. Click the die 5 times in 2 seconds to shatter it. Oh. Five times in 2 seconds. I definitely got that. This is a 19. This is 15. What does this mean? I take them out. That doesn't do nothing. Alright. 19 versus 19. 13 versus 13. 20 versus 21. What actually happens when they tie? Tied. Tied. Did 21 damage. Alright. So if you tie, they cancel each other. My highest die value was here. No, it's right there. This could make some nasty combos. Wait, I lost? Oh, it had a die effect. Didn't see that. Alright, that's another example. If a die effect is gonna happen, having some kind of indicator that shows that it was changed. I didn't realize that because this column beat this column, that die activated, which made this column beat this one. So if I would have knew that, I would have readjusted. So this is a mini game. This has to be from my dagger die. Oh, so I was supposed to keep clicking. Yeah, the shooting gallery. So in that instance, it triggered, but it didn't leave me no time to react to it. So I had to sit there and think what was happening. How would be a better way to do that? Maybe when you click on it to activate it? Alright, well that's a bug. So it says each hit multiplies the die value by the total number of hits. I hit it at least once last time, but it multiplied it by 0. So, no. How do... Let's see. So dagger die multiplied by 0, and I hit it once, but its mechanic is if I miss it, it multiplies by 0. Well, this is a loss, so might as well put that there. 10 and 7. Let's see, these are all 8s. Might as well re-roll the D1. Didn't help much. Alright, and these are the dagger die, so I need... Again, it multiplied it by 0, but I hit it twice. That's a bug. Well, we'll wait. Yeah, so it says each hit multiplies the die value by the number of hits, but missing sets it 0, where I hit it twice, but it still multiplied it by 0, so that's definitely a bug. So, dagger dice are confirmed bugged. Leave it there, and I need a 5. So I win here, tie here, lose there. Another dagger die. Where you hit it bounces it. But again, it's bugged. The shatter die. Alright, so I need 5 clicks in 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it did do it. So in that case, I would... so why does it make you fill it up completely to finish the game? Why isn't the mechanic that if you get the 5 clicks in the 2 seconds, it automatically stops the game and just gives you the end result? There. What we got? Mirror die. Copy the value of the adjacent dice. If more than one mirror die is involved, the copied value is multiplied by the number of mirrors. Will die. If the die rolls 15 or higher, the strength tester minigame triggers. On a critical result, gain, what is that, quartz? Quartz equal to your total quartz. On a good result, the die's value becomes half of your total quartz. On a fail, take damage equal to half of your total quartz. During combat, all other dice gain D3 value for each loss column. So this is the poison die. That was for the kitty. Which, do I still have him? Wardrobe. Yes, I still have the cat, so I don't need it. How is this triggering? To make all default dice composure. Which should be these. I can't reroll. What does this actually do? Like, I understand what it's saying. Like, these are not composure dice. But what does composure do? So another thing to add to the codex would probably be the mini games for each die, letting us be able to go in and experience before we're actually in the game to know what we're doing in there. Because yeah, you give the description, but actually playing it to get more of a more understanding would be nice. Why was the damage so high? Another thing I've probably been bad about is rerolls. Ooh, wait. Every time a die is rolled, gain 1 reroll. It also deals poison damage equal to the roll. And so, is this double now? If it's doubled, 46. Gave a 1. Alright, so this is actually a bug. So it says every time the die is rerolled. Being as the dice have their own triggers. How this should read is every time this die is rerolled, gained 1 reroll. Because now I can probably reroll these infinitely. Thus poison damage equals the roll. So serpent dies. So serpent dice are bugged. The re-roll mechanic should be the serpent dice itself, not all dice. Game breaking. So can infinitely roll dice. Bow die session. I already know that's bugged, so I don't want to mess with that. Again, shield against poison. Value of the dice, that doesn't help me. Ah, here's an obsession die. So it grants +1 maximum phase for each column you win while it's on the board. That just give it a flat +3 maximum. Or is it for every column that's 1, including previous combat? Okay. That's why I didn't do it. So I successfully did the minigame, but in the background, it did the multiplied the die value by a d6, gain d20 chords. Wait. Other rounds, the die value was multiplied, wasn't it? Shatter die. The shatter die may be bugged. But in previous rounds, it multiplied die value, and on this round, it didn't, which makes sense due to the direction. What is this? Big damage, but it hurts. So that's just a natural d20 then? That's my last die. Near dies. If I put this one here, yes. Alright, so the mirror die. So either the description is wrong. Let's see, if more than one mirror die is involved, the copy value is multiplied by the number of mirrors. Alright, so how this reads is it copies one adjacent die, but what it's doing is copying both adjacent die. Mirror dice is either bugged or the description is wrong. It copies both adjacent dice while the description says it only copies one adjacent die. Alright. Alright, win. I just win. I dealt 18 poison. But does that tick down or does it hold damage? Right there, it multiplied the die. If the die is a 10 or higher, a mashing minigame triggers. Click the die 5 times in 2 seconds. Shatter it. Success. Multiply die value with a d6. Gain d20 chords. So that was a 10. It means it would have been multiplied by 2. Was it supposed to give me 20 chords, or is it supposed to multiply the die value and give me 20 chords? That's how the description reads. Is it's gonna give me quartz, but the die value should change should not change, should stay the same. What are your die? Oh, D100. That's nasty. Man, I want some D100s. The 19 good enough. I can't even see. Okay, there. Nope, I can't see again. Oh. So it stayed highlighted even though my mouse was off of it. That's probably a bug. I can't re-roll it again though. Alright. I'm gonna be dealt a butt ton of damage. So I can't beat that, so he's just gonna damage me. I need at least a 7. I'm gonna have to tie. I want to mitigate that damage. Alright, not the shattered die, so it's the strength. What happened there? So it's so high because it came half my quartz value. What was the minigame actually doing? I just clicked on it, then it was done. I need a 26. Changing those won't do nothing. Ah, so this is always a 1. The die gains +1 maximum faces for each column you win while on the board. 1. Does this up it? Oh. Five, 4, 7, 6. Those are my best 2 spots. I want to win this. That puts me in a 25. Realistically, I put that there. Need to win this column. So how's this work? Do I have a composure die? Blood. Possession. I don't. So that was just an instant. Which didn't help me because I have 0 composure right now. Right, well, there's nothing I can do. And now it's a 3. That multiplied this by 4. How do you get? Oh, because yeah. So I got lucky there. Oh, I one-shot him. Oh, that's nice. Right. Deal damage to yourself equal to the roll, but double the value of the dice. Don't have healing. Let's just pick it up. Right, luxury die. Grants quartz. Marionette. The die rolls 18 or higher. The claw machine minigame triggers. Grab a random dice from either your board or the enemy board. Remove it, and the dice becomes a grab die. Okay. I want to sell these. Alright, so final boss. If I get my 1 wide die, that'd be great. Nah, he's rolling all D100 though. That was the whack-a-mole game. This one. I have a session. Dang it. Begin and put it to 0. Oh, missing once sets the die value to 0, so I gotta hit it every time through the time period. I'd like to see this changed. That's almost a guaranteed 0 for most people. Dang it. No, no. Got it that time. Alright, 187. That seals it. Should kill him here. Oh well. Alright. So. Battle die needs to be looked at and make sure it's working properly. Is how dice are rolled in the not rolled, chosen. Because in there you'll see that the starting roll, I should have a D4, a D6, a D8, D10, D12, and D20. Those should be the 6 dice that I get, but it's copying dice and giving me multiple of them. But this needs to be checked. The dagger die. Well, that got figured out, but I kind of want to see. So the time period of the minigame I would like to see shortened. So as you saw, I got up to like 16 or so there in the time period. So shorten the minigame so it's not as likely that you get a 0 at the end of it. Because it's very hard, at least for me, to finish that game. Serpent dice, the re-roll mechanic seems bugged. That needs to be checked. Shatter die. So it's just to multiply the dice value and give you courts. So how I read it is, it multiplies the dice value and gives you that amount of courts. Whereas either it multiplies the dice value and gives you that die value and the courts value, or it multiplies the die value and maybe doesn't give you the courts. I'm not sure on this one. It's hard to track. Okay, some mirror dice. So they're bugged or the description is wrong. It copies both adjacent dice while the description says that it copies one adjacent dice. But that's it. Recorded for long enough. Hope this helps you.